What's up, guys? Today I am switching things up. Instead of sharing high protein plant-based meal ideas, I'm going to give you the ultimate guide to building an effective workout program. I wish I had something similar when I started my fitness journey long time ago. I made many mistakes along the way. So I am sharing this ultimate guide with you on how to build an efficient workout program to optimize your results so that you don't have to make the same mistakes I made on my fitness journey. I'm going to start off this video by saying that consistency is the main driver for the results that you're after. You can have the best workout program written by experts. However, if you're not consistently executing that workout week after week, then unfortunately, you're not going to see results. Muscle building takes a long period of time, so you have to settle in for a long haul. There are going to be no shortcuts here. This is a long-term investment in your health and in your fitness. Now that we have consistency part out of the way, let's talk about your goals. Second thing you should consider is pick a goal. Questions that you should ask yourself is, why are you working out and what are you working towards? You have to be specific. Focus on one goal at a time. It can be strength, cardio, endurance, flexibility, mobility, muscle building, or shed some fat to uncover those already built muscle. Once you have a clear plan, third thing that you should consider is how often are you able to work out? What time of the day can you work out? And which days can you work out? I highly recommend picking a sustainable and doable routine. Don't go all in, all at once. That is where many people fail. I know in the beginning you are motivated and excited to get started on your fitness journey, but you have to be realistic with your goal. As a beginner, I do not recommend you training for more than 2 to 3 days. And the reason for that is you're going to be quite sore from your workouts. You need more recovery time after each workout session so that your body can heal and recover before you hit the same muscle groups on your second or third workout. So your schedule can look like this. On Monday, you can exercise. Then Tuesday, you can take a day off. Wednesday, you exercise. Thursday, you take a day off. Friday, you exercise. Saturday and Sunday, you can take day off. Or your schedule can look like this. Monday, you exercise. Tuesday, Wednesday, you take off. Thursday, you exercise. Friday and Saturday, you take off. And Sunday can be an active recovery day. Active recovery day is that you're still moving around, going for walks and staying active throughout the day. You're not being sedentary, and you should actually do that even on your rest day as well. Just because it's a rest day, it doesn't mean that you should be sedentary all day. All right, let's quickly go over some of the things that you need to know in order to build an effective workout. So let's talk about what are sets, what are reps, what are supersets, what rep ranges you should be working in, what would be the volume for you, and why you need to take enough rest in between your sets. Sets is repeating the same exercises a certain number of rounds. So for example, if you're doing squats, you are going to perform squats for 3 to 4 rounds. Reps is the number of times you perform an exercise. So going back to our squat example, you are going to do 10 repetitions of that exercise in each round. Volume refers to how many sets to perform for each muscle group per week to optimize muscle growth. According to research for beginners, doing 10 to 12 sets per muscle group is more than enough to optimize your muscle growth. So this should allow you to have enough stimulus for muscle growth while having sufficient recovery time in between your exercise sessions. So you can spread these sets across 2 to 3 days per week for each muscle group to manage volume. Keep in mind that quality of reps matter, and so does progressive overload. Let's talk about rest period. Rest periods allow muscles to recover and replenish energy stores called ATP. This will enable you to perform each set with optimal strength and form. Proper rest will also help prevent fatigue, and it reduces the risk of injury, and ultimately it's going to help you improve your workout performance and stimulate muscle growth over time. If your goal is to build strength, you want to stay within 1 to 5 rep range, and usually this means you're lifting with intensity, so you're going to need longer rest period in between your sets to recover, and that could look like anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. If you are trying to build muscle and tone up, then you want to stick to 6 to 12 rep range, and rest period can be 1 to 3 minutes. If you are trying to build endurance, you're going to be doing more than 15 repetitions, and higher reps means you're going to be working with lighter loads, so your rest period can be anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds. I personally like to work with descending reps. That way you are working with all these different rep ranges. You can start with a warm-up of 15 reps, then you can go down to 12, then 10, then 8, then 6, and 4. As your rep starts to go lower and lower, your load for your exercise starts to get heavier and heavier. So with 4 repetitions, your load is going to be a lot more harder than the one that you started out with at 15 reps. There's no set rules here. You can work this according to how you feel. In the beginning, you want to nail down your form and work on slowly building that consistency, and then you can slowly add the load over time to progressively overload that exercise. Now let's quickly talk about superset. Superset is when you perform 2 exercises back to back with no rest in between. I personally don't like supersetting. However, I will only implement it when I'm short on time and I want to increase the intensity of my workout. So superset can look like this. For example, if you do 10 reps of squats, you can immediately after squats, you can start doing 10 push-ups. You can work with chest or back or biceps or triceps. So you have probably heard by now that you need to lift heavier weights and do progressive overload. What does progressive overload really mean? Progressive overload is a gradual increase of stress on your muscle over time to make them stronger and grow. It means slightly increasing weight, reps, or intensity so that your body can keep on adapting. So for example, if you lifted 10 pounds for 10 repetitions today, you might want to try 12 repetitions next time. So besides progressive overload, the effort that you put into each set has to be there. I'm going to really simplify for you in order to figure out whether you are working with intensity. Let's look at this RPE scale on the screen. This will measure your workout intensity from scale 1 to 10. For muscle growth, you want to stay within 7 to 9 RPE range. This means you are leaving 1 to 2 reps in reserve before you go to complete failure. RPE helps ensure you're training close enough to failure for optimal muscle growth. Using RPE will avoid overtraining while still pushing muscles effectively. Again, you don't want to go too hard too quickly because you will be very sore if you start to push every rep close to failure. So gradually work towards your strength and build this intensity over long period of time. The 5th key factor in getting your results that you're after is tracking your progress. So this is what tracking can look like. You want to track your exercise name, track your number of sets that you've done, number of reps that you have done. You can write down what weight you use and the effort level. And you can also write other notes. You can briefly jot down anything special. For example, whether you felt strong that day or you were struggling or you had lack of sleep. Tracking is critical. You don't have to be fancy with tracking. You can use a notepad app on your phone or any other apps that you may find helpful. And remember, in order to do any of these exercises, you always need to prioritize warm-up before each of your exercises to prevent injuries. And your warm-up should be dynamic, and the cool down is just as important as your warm-up, and your cool down can be static stretches, and these are some of the examples of static stretches. All right, we have covered all the basics that you need to know in order to build an effective workout program. So remember, there is no such thing as a perfect workout. Your results are determined by the effort and the consistency that you put in week after week. I would always encourage everybody to start with basic. Basic is what works. It's like building a foundation. Basic movements are going to be your compound movements, like any types of squats, any types of lunges, chest press, overhead press, any form of deadlift. So these are going to be your foundational basic movements. Compound exercise engage multiple muscle groups, and they're going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. Compound exercises promote better coordination, balance, stability, while maximizing your time at the gym. So in your exercise program, you want to make sure that you're hitting each muscle group at least twice a week. So I'm going to show you two different variations of workout on the screen. You can screenshot this, and this is what your workout program can look like. Workout A is going to be a workout plan with compound exercises only, and your workout B can be a workout that combines compound exercises with some isolation exercises. And remember, as you get more advanced, you can always add more isolation exercises later on depending on your goal. So now that we have covered how you can build an effective exercise program, I just want to remind you that nutrition is also the key. And by nutrition, I mean prioritizing your protein intake at every single meal. If you're unsure how to increase your overall protein intake as a vegan, then check out my channel for lots of high protein plant-based meal ideas. And these are the only two supplements I will ever recommend to anyone if you want to take your fitness to next level. Protein powder will help you meet your protein requirements, while creatine will help you push harder at the gym, which will help you build lean muscle mass over time. Remember, supplement is just a supplement. It's only there to help you optimize whatever you're already doing. So you need to be doing basic first in order to start adding supplements to your diet. So I hope this video was helpful. I would have loved to see a video like this when I started my fitness journey, because I was pretty clueless and I used to do a lot of random things that got me no results. I have customized training program and meal plans on my website, so feel free to take a look on my website. I will leave the links for that in the description box below. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys very soon on my next one. Bye.